All right, y'all. So today we are going to be working on the 1991 Honda Z50R. So in the last video, we picked it up, we hit it with starter fluid, and we could hear it pull over, sound good, didn't see any smoke, didn't hear any knocks or anything. Cool. I ended up cutting the chain off so I could roll it. And then, of course, the on-off switch is bad. Grips are messed up. So what we have is that we have a third-party Chinese on-off switch with brake handle, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks really good. I wish it didn't look like brand new how it looks, but you know, this looks really good, and it is a really good fake copy of the original, and at like a third of the original price. So, but I will be keeping all the original parts to give to the seller if they want them. We have a RK420 chain, but I always use OEM grips. Always use OEM grips. It's hard to beat OEM grips. 125 OEM grips. 200 ES, I have OEM grips. I use my OEM grips. And then of course, I have a fuel source because the tank has a hole in it somewhere. I can't remember what side it's on, but there's a hole. Oh, you can see that daylight. There's a hole in the tank. So since it is under the tank, I'm going to try to repair the tank, but that'll be its own separate video. But I have a fuel source. But the first thing I'm going to do is I want to hear this thing run. So I'm not even going to attempt to put gas in the carb, because I'm just taking it that it is gummed up and that it needs to be cleaned, because I don't know if any gas was left in it. Like most things, it probably was. So I'm going to start with getting the carb pulled off and go ahead and go all the way through the carb, and then hopefully I put the fuel source to it and it will run. So let's get to taking that carb off.
Clean this out. Let me wash this out. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute and I'll be right back. Look, that cleans the fuel cell with like this. Ooh, look at this. Look at that tiny black lip to the fuel cell. Look at what you've done. Okay, guys.
All right, got the carb clean. It's not perfect, but I'm not going for this to look perfect. It'll be perfect to be a rider, or it'll be perfect for a restoration. Somebody wants to restore it. So I'm not gonna go and spend an hour working on this if somebody's gonna restore it anyway. And I'm also not gonna spend an hour working on it if somebody is just gonna put their kid on it, or they're gonna use it for a track pick bike and ride it around as well. So I'm gonna get it where it's not looking just extra crusty, that is functional. So let's get the spacer slash gasket, get it thrown back on there, and put some fuel to it. Oh, I need to put the switch on Then we'll put some fuel to it and see if this bad boy runs, and let's hear it run for the first time. So right now we're going to take care of the grips and the lever. I'm going to leave the grip on for now because the throttle tube needs to be put into the on-off switch. So I will see how I need to take this one off, but I'm going to go ahead and cut that one off, and let's get started. A little sticker. What is that? 4 Horsemen? If you know what 4 Horsemen is, let me know. But it's like a little sticker that was crumpled up in there. So if y'all know what 4 Horsemen is, leave something in the comments. So I'm going to get the throttle cable and the brake cable switched over to the new one, and I'll be back. And yeah, I'm just going to cut the throttle, the grip off of the throttle tube. So I'm gonna get this all reinstalled and I'll be back. All right, so everything is on. Throttle is hooked up. New grips on the throttle tube. The throttle was a little slow to close up, so I'm about to see what I can do about that. Maybe to get better. I need to adjust the front brake steel, but everything is on. Looks pretty good. So I'm gonna get some fuel to the carburetor, and let's see if this bad boy runs for the first time in like legit 20 years. So let's see if we got a runner. Well, if we got a nunner. All right, switch is at run. We got gas going to the carb. Nothing's coming out the drain, so that means the float is doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm gonna put y'all behind. Y'all let me know if she smokes. And let's get it bad boy running. I want to see if she runs. That's what I want to see. That's what everybody want to see. That's all we care about. Does she run? See if she gonna start. Come on. You want to? I'm about to hit it with some charcoal fluid. Oh, baby. All right, come on. Idle for me. Idle for me. Come on now. Oh baby, can I get with ya and take a picture? Woo! That thing sounding good too. That thing running good too. Not a lick of smoke. Nothing. Man. Alright, well, she runs. And that's all I wanted for this episode, to hear this bad boy run. I guess I should try to put the chain on it. Alright, let me start put the chain on it. And I may let it run for a little bit more. And then I might change the oil. I got some Honda G4 oil, I think it is. What is it? Honda G4. We're gonna throw it in there, baby. So I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit longer. Throw a chain on it. Right now it's dark, but I might go ahead and throw the chain on it, and then change the oil, and then tomorrow I might take the joker for a rip around neighborhood. All right, so the RK 420 chain is on. I did it to the exact same length as the factory chain that was on it. Got it all adjusted. Everything is even right before the second to last notch, and smooth. Got good chain tension. With these RK chains, I haven't seen them stretch a whole lot. They'll stretch a little bit, but I haven't seen them stretch a whole lot. So I do have the chain guard off because I put the chain on, but also the chain guard is a little cracked and busted. So I'm probably going to take my plastic welder, watch some YouTube, and see if I can repair this. Like I said, I'm not looking for it to be perfect. I just want it to be functional. And then if the next owner wants to buy a new original OEM, you know, chain guard, they can. But if this is going to be a rider that the kids are going to ride, they're probably not going to spend the money on a new chain guard. So like I said, I'm going to leave making it nice and buying new OEM parts. And you know, if they want to get a OEM, you know, start, stop, switch and all that stuff, I'm going to leave that up to them to do. I just want to make it a solid runner. So yeah, once I get that done and put on, I'll be back. I would say that that looks pretty proper. Looks a whole lot better. Looks a little bit better. So I just plastic welded the back. So this is my plastic welder. Got it off Amazon. It comes with different clips where you can put plastic together. Wire cutters, but in this case it would be metal cutters to cut off the nips. I'm not sure what you would use that for, but I did order separately different plastic rods. Got polypropylene, whatever that is, ABS, PVC. So I used a little bit of the polypropylene to kind of help fill in. I didn't want to use any of these because I didn't want to melt through the plastic. You know, it's cracked, but it looks decent. So I think the reason why it cracked, it must have got dropped or something. And this tab, I think, is supposed to be straight. So I'm going to take something and bend that tab out, get it all back on, and it should look a little bit better, and it won't rattle because it's going to be fully attached. So let me get that on real fast, and I'll be right back. I got it back on, and it looks pretty good. So Y'all hear that? That is the sound of not having a first ride in the morning. So let me go ahead and order tires and tubes off of Amazon. And I guess we won't have the first ride until we get the tires and tubes swapped out. So that's a bummer. I was hoping they was at least going to hold air. But like that leak was so fast that it went from pumped up to flat in like 20 seconds. So I wouldn't maybe even make it around the block. So let me order tires and tubes, and we have to wait for a first ride. So I'm going to end the video here. We got the on-off switch installed, remote reservoir on temporarily until we can fix the tank. Got the carburetor cleaned. I cleaned the air filter housing and everything. Got a chain on it and fixed the chain guards. I feel like we made pretty good progress. We heard it run. It idles. I did go through the gears. It's going through the gears. So I can't wait until I can have the first ride on this. So I may do, I don't know, next episode I may do the tank, I may do the tires and tubes, depends on whatever comes first. So if you want to see the next thing I do on this thing, tune in. If you like this content, subscribe. If you like the video, like. I'll see y'all next time. So think, build, enjoy. Until the next time, peace.